Bocca.
Chats with
Pasquale Cozzolino.
Pasquale Cozzolino is a bit of Naples in New York. He's a master pizzagliolo, a tremendous chef, and one of the greatest guys I know, with a heart of gold that beats red sauce. He even taught me how to make a real Neapolitan pie.
Oh, yeah. What are you doing, man?
So, let's get into it.
Pasquale Cozzolino.
So?
Are you at the game? Real Madrid? Who's this?
Let me change the background. Hold on.
Listen, man. Sports.
No, I gotta put something else because I'm in the house. I don't know if you like it.
What are you? Are we praying now? What are these prayer candles?
Look if you like this one.
I love this one. You're a Americana pizza with French fries and hot dogs. You're a visionary, Pasquale.
Thank you.
It's good to see you, man. I miss you.
You too. It's a long time. You look younger through Zoom. I don't know why, but
it's a filter. There's a button you could press that says "touch up my appearance" and make me look 12 years younger, and it works.
Okay. Thank you.
If I take it off, I break the computer.
I'm using it now. Let me see.
Oh yeah, no beard.
Oh my God! You want me to put vertical or horizontal?
Yeah, do horizontal. Can you?
Yeah, sure.
Magic.
Beautiful. Let me put it on over here. I'm not an expert now, but I'm trying.
This looks good, dude. I dig your MTV T-shirt. Is that like vintage?
Yep.
It's pretty good. So, how are you? What's going on in pandemic world?
What's going on? For restaurant business is a very tough moment because we are basically facing the one of the worst scenario that you couldn't even imagine because before three months ago you say, okay, it's a virus, something that goes away soon. But now you can really see the problems,
Sure.
Yeah, because most of all, the problem is related to the employees because, I have 42 employees. And many of them can be unemployed, so get some money. But many of them, they cannot because for reason that we know.
Right.
Yeah.
Were you able to apply for a small business loan?
I do the PPP. That is a protection paycheck.
We all do a little PPP in the morning.
PPP.
It's good that we do. Yeah.
We PPP as well. We have to do it, and luckily yesterday they communicate us that we got the help from the government. We can use this money only to be forgived, to get the forgiveness of the money. The only way to get the forgiveness is to spend this money to pay rent, utilities, and employee salaries.
Well, good.
It's something very important.
Yeah, at least
so
something.
we are calling all our employees, and we are offering 8 weeks paid with this paycheck with this loan.
Well, everyone has a lot of time on their hands if they want it or not these days. Have you found any new projects to put that time into?
Yeah, many. When you are, as you say, when you are, let's say you have time to think, your brain, especially for us that we are kind of creators, not creatives. I try to think something more appropriate for the moments because for sure the restaurant business will change. I don't know if it's forever, but for at least for a couple of years we gotta reset and reset some standards that we are used to use now. Maybe they would be different. Okay, so yeah, I have some project to let's say get my business more toward the deliveries. So something that to increase the quality of the product, to increase the better techniques to, let's say, freeze some food, and then when you get to your house, it's better to it tastes better, and then it's like closer to the real one that you will have at the restaurant. All these things. So we are working on this. I'm working on it.
That's great. And I mean, I've eaten a lot of pizza in my life. I could be called a specialist.
Me too. You can tell.
Yeah.
I gained some weight.
I know you have. And your pizza, I mean, Ribalta, the restaurant, and like what you've brought from Naples is as close as being, there, as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you very much.
And you taught me all about the cold ferment and like how to do it properly. So I can imagine like you taking this extra step to find out a way that you can reproduce that at home and make something that can travel and store and all that. I'm excited to see what that looks like, because to have that taste at home might put you out of business. I don't know. But like, has your relationship with food changed at all during the quarantine?
Oh yeah. I mean, I definitely gained a lot of weight. So my relationship with food is more attached, more obsessive, more stressed. So the stress makes me eat much more. Definitely is more a kind of feeding your soul to don't feel this unstable
emptiness.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you lost a lot of weight. I mean, on a pizza diet.
I lost a lot of weight. I lost a lot of weight. I came back because I quit smoking, and my way to substitute the cigarette was eating sweet, unfortunately. But now I'm waiting to film, because I want to film myself doing the pizza diet again. But the pizza diet is not just pizza diet. It's a provocative name of the diet, but it's a basic regiment on a Mediterranean diet, plus the fact that if you eat a real pizza made with certain points, certain in a certain way, you can even lose weight eating pizza. So,
no, I love that about that. And I know it is a provocative title, but I think anything that gets people interested in losing weight or help them is fantastic. And that, I wouldn't even call it a diet. It is a regiment or
yeah,
exactly. A lifestyle. Like the pizza, it goes with that. I think with anything, if you eat good food in a good quantity, you're going to be healthy. And even pizza is part of that, pyramid. Basically.
The regimen, yeah. It can be a part of the regimen. Yeah. Actually, dieta in Latin means a regiment. Huh. But we use it in a wrong way, saying that the diet is only for lose weight. But diet can be to gain weight, or to improve healthiness, or everything could be called diet. But because we strictly we use this term only for that, that's why people think that it's only for lose weight. This is exactly what you say. Is a diet is a regimen to live a better life. So it means tasteful, because sometimes restriction is not working on your soul. It's not working on your mood, because you do a diet, you lose weight, but you're sad, you're angry, you're frustrated. And then at the end of the day, when you go back to it normally, like I did, for example, quitting smoking, I'm eating like obsessed, obsessed.
Obsessively.
Obsessively, yeah, exactly. That's again. As we can say, you can gain some weight. So everything is a balance. Everything has to work on a frequency. Has to be the same frequency, and we got to work on that. It's a inside job you got to do on yourself.
Yeah, and it's not easy. So it's good to have people that can kind of help you find something that works for you. So that's fantastic.
Experimenting on yourself.
Yeah. So you watched the documentary that we made, the little show.
Amazing.
Thank you. That's so nice of you to say.
Sorry, I got a little call. I don't know how to stop the calls from but while you're doing Zooming. I don't know how to do it.
You're a popular guy. Someone's obviously watching this. So tell me what you thought about the show. What did you think about the cookbooks and us cooking as not chefs?
Okay, so first of all, I didn't know about these books. And something that I noticed that a lot of Italians, because I shared this movie, this little movie, corto, no? You can call corto, right?
Sure, absolutely.
Documentary, yeah. I shared with a lot of friends in Italy as well. And they didn't know about this book. But I noticed that many Italian Americans know these books. So for some reason, and then the books are in Italian, in a dialect, and in English. So there is something that we missed in Italy. And I'm so happy to discover this thing through you, because I didn't have a clue about it. And I think it's a encyclopedia of everything is about Italy. Everything is about the food, because something that I always say about food in Italy, that people say, why you think, because I don't like the stamp that people put on yourself. And so Italians think they are the best because they have the best food, blah, blah, blah. I always say we are not the best. We only have more experience because we started our history 3,000 years ago. That's why our food improved a little bit better than other places. Like Japanese food is a very old cuisine as well. So the experience makes the food better. Because over the mistakes you do and you improve.
Yeah.
So this book is the iconic explanation of what I'm thinking about the Italian food. So experience, mistakes, and improvement. Of course, from these books, they are a little bit. I don't know what is the age of the publishing of these books, but. I don't remember. So you mentioned,
it's
but
about
I don't
50 years old now.
50 years old.
Yeah.
And while this 50 years old, we improved even more.
Right.
So it's funny to see how it used to be and how it is now. And for me, it's a travel machine. A time machine.
Time machine. Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Thank you for doing it.
Oh, listen, it's been a passion of ours for a long time, and the quarantine and the pandemic is horrible, but at least some good things came out of it, like time to focus on something that you really love and want to share with everyone. And I think it's interesting what you say about the perfecting over time. I agree with you. I think food and culture and Italy are all connected in a very special way that only time could have permitted. But these books, for me, came out in a time that was very special for cooking, because it's before the internet, it's before really television covered cooking shows. And these recipes seem to be like the hand down version from your mother, from your aunt, from your father, that kind of, they haven't been affected by the measurements and the specificity of what cooking is now today, how specific you have to get. They're very much more regional and conversational, which to me seems very familiar, and a lot more in the sense of like true Italian culture that is based on the family, friends, what food means versus what food tastes like. So it's a very special cookbook, like an encyclopedia, that isn't just about food. It's about all the things that go into food, who makes the food, what it looks like, the art that inspires it, the culture, the language, even how it changes, what you call different things in different regions. And to me that, it's singular in cookbooks, and I adore different cookbooks. It's very, very interesting. What did you think? And, be honest, Pasquale, don't sugarcoat this. Be honest. What did you think about how we cook? Because we're not chefs at all. And as a chef, like a real chef like you, I want to know, like, were you raising an eyebrow at some things? Yeah.
So I will be very honest, because I have an idea about it. I think that every one of us that has a passion for cuisine can be a great cook. The difference between a great cook and a chef, or someone that does this for work, for business, as a job, is the way how you can manage 500, 600, 700 meal has to be the same as for one person, for a lot of people. That's the only difference. And then you can do the best choice you can to make one dish or 4 dishes for your family. And I would never judge that part, the part. So it means you know how to cook it, you know how to do it, and you guys did a great job. The only thing I want to see you guys making on 500, 600 people.
We struggled with 4, man.
Exactly.
I had respect for my mother, cooking for a family.
But the technique and everything is about the passion. So I know you love to cook because you come from an Italian family, because I think the food was the epicentral of your life, like mine. My mom, before to wake up, the first question is, "What do you want to eat today?" I think it was the same question you got every morning.
Very true.
And so we are all cooks. We are all great chefs. The only thing, we gotta be professionals. If you wanna, the difference is being professional and cooking the same dish for a lot of people. So that's why they call you chef. That's
Gotcha.
the only difference.
No, that's a good explanation.
You did a great job, actually, and then the way you did it was very funny, and actually at some point I would love to be there with you and looking at you live doing it.
Well, we're going to do more episodes and more books.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be a series. And man, you're going to be in the kitchen definitely with us. I mean, I love cooking with you. You're a lot of fun. You're really a lot of fun.
That's what I felt it. I felt the fun. So
good.
That's why.
Well, it's all love, man. It's all made with love. So Let me ask you this about love. Tell me why, if you do, I'm not going to put words in your mouth. Why do you love Italy? What is it about Italy that you love?
Okay. As every Italian, I mean, I think you share some experience, some talk with other Italians. As every lover, I'm in love with my country, But as every love, you have a double feelings.
A love-hate relationship.
Hate and love, yeah, exactly. Love-hate relationship. Because otherwise I wasn't here, If my country let me emigrate, means that my country didn't give me enough coziness to stay there and to keep my ass over there. So that's the only thing I regret. Not regret. I point my finger to Italy that it miss the opportunity to keep them children. Let's say, I'm not a brain. No, absolutely no. I'm not a researcher. But let's talk about me, as I will talk about in general, with talking about all the people that live in Italy. Just in Naples, every year lives 200,000 people. So there is a lot of people that lives for north of Europe or Australia or United States of America. So that's they get improved on this, because the good people goes away, leaves.
I hear you, and this is a good point you make, and I'm glad you bring it up, because everyone just wants to say, "Oh, it's beautiful, the culture, the wine, the food, the family." Like, there's nothing wrong ever with Italy, but it's got its problems too. Because, like you said, if it was perfect, no one would leave. You'd never meet an Italian person.
Exactly.
Like, it's interesting to think. My set is falling down behind me. Don't worry about it.
It's okay. The love of the directa.
I should take a picture of the nightmare behind me. How the sausage is made is very interesting. But it's good in a way that Italy wasn't perfect, so that, like the spore of the mushroom, the Italians spread everywhere, and you get a little bit of Italian culture in different places in the world, in many places. Yeah. But at the same time,
it's a win-win.
Difficult. Yeah, exactly. Kids, there's no work generally for my friends my age and younger in Italy. The economy, the politics, it's all very difficult. So there's always room for improvement. And I don't think any country or culture is perfect, but it's nice to be able to travel to all of them and maybe pick the things you like and leave behind the things you don't.
Exactly. Another thing is that, for example, I always say that now Italy is perfect for vacation, because you go there, you spend 2 weeks, you enjoy the best. You can enjoy the food, the culture, the architectural, everything, and then you leave.
Right.
So you don't have to.
You don't have to deal with the post
day by day.
office. You don't have to deal with the carabinieri.
The bureaucracy
Yeah,
and
nothing.
corruption and all this stuff.
Yeah, nice to visit, hate to live. Yeah, it's a good point. Well, listen, I'm glad you live in New York. I'm glad that you hate Italy enough to leave so that we could meet each other, and you bring your amazing skill to New York, which is great. And thank you so much for taking the time to have a little discussion.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
This is great. This is why we make things, either food or films. It's all the same business.
Exactly.
But, love to your kids and be safe. Okay.
Yeah, you be safe too. Okay.
Okay. Soon we'll have a meal together.
Spaghetti in the mouth. You are protected from virus.
This I think Trump said. I'm pretty sure Trump said this, and it's a fact.
Exactly.
Marinara kills the COVID.
Marinara kills the viruses.
Okay. Ciao.
Ciao, bello.
Ciao.
Ciao.
20 rare cookbooks, 4 tasty dishes, 2 best friends. Watch the film, see the books, help Italy recover. Get hungry at ItalyInBocca.com.